Hello and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be looking at ibonds and I'm going to be explaining them in detail so that you understand what they are, how they work, as well as all the benefits and disadvantages that come with them. So make sure you watch this video all the way to the end so you don't miss any important details. So to start with, what are they? ibonds are a form of US government savings bond that offers a combined fixed interest rate and a variable inflation rate. They're designed to provide investors with a return while also offering protection against inflation, making them a low-risk investment. ibonds are issued with a fixed interest rate that lasts for the life of the bond, along with a variable inflation rate that is adjusted twice a year, in May and November. This variable rate is based on changes in the non-seasonally adjusted consumer price index for all urban consumers. The actual rate of the bond, known as the composite rate, is a combination of these fixed and inflation rates. So how exactly does it work? ibonds work by combining a fixed interest rate and an inflation rate to provide a return on investment. Here's a step-by-step explanation. Start with your purchase. You can buy ibonds from the US Treasury's Treasury Direct website. The purchase price is the face value of the bond. For example, if you buy a $50 bond, you pay $50. When you buy an ibond, it comes with a fixed interest rate that lasts the life of the bond. This rate is determined by the US Treasury and is set when you buy the bond. In addition to the fixed rate, ibonds also earn an inflation rate. This rate is variable and adjusted twice a year. The fixed rate and the inflation rate are then combined to form what's known as the composite rate, and this is the actual rate of return on the bond. The interest earned on ibonds is exempt from state and local income taxes, and it's also possible to defer federal income taxes on the interest until the bond is redeemed or stops earning interest after 30 years. From there, you can cash in your ibonds any time after 12 months. However, if you redeem them within the first 5 years, you'll lose the last 3 months of interest. ibonds have an initial maturity of 20 years, but they can continue to earn interest for up to 10 more years. That means that they can earn interest for a total of 30 years. So what are the benefits? To start with, inflation protection. The interest rate of ibonds are adjusted for inflation, which helps maintain the purchasing power of your investment over time. There could also be tax advantages. The interest earned on ibonds is exempt from state and local income tax. Additionally, you can defer federal income taxes on the interest until you redeem the bond or it stops earning interest after 30 years. It's also a guaranteed return. ibonds are backed by the US government, which guarantees that they will never lose value, making them a safe investment. And there's also flexible ownership options. ibonds can be owned individually, jointly, or with beneficiaries, providing flexibility in how you manage your investments. So what about the disadvantages? To start with, there's a minimum holding period. You must hold ibonds for at least 1 year before you can redeem them. If you need to access your money before then, ibonds might not be the best choice for you. There could also be an interest penalty. If you redeem your ibonds within the first 5 years, you'll forfeit the last 3 months worth of interest. There's also a purchase limit. You're limited to buying no more than $10,000 worth of electronic ibonds per year. Also, variable returns. The interest rate of ibonds is tied to inflation. While this can be beneficial during periods of high inflation, it can be a disadvantage during periods of low inflation or deflation. In such times, ibonds may not offer competitive returns compared to other investment options. And finally, there's a lack of secondary market. Unlike some other types of bonds, ibonds cannot be bought or sold in the secondary market. This means that you can't sell your ibonds to other investors if you need to access your money before the end of the minimum holding period. So this has been my video explaining what ibonds are, how they work, as well as all the benefits and disadvantages. Hopefully now that you've watched this video, you've learned something which will help you invest in ibonds in the future. And if you found this video helpful, please comment down below to say it helped you out. Thanks for watching.